Hello, hello. Almost Shabbat Shalom. Yes, on the road with this big boat. And want to talk with you today about seeing and perception. Our perception, that the portion of today, the Torah portion of today is about perception and is a great lesson about how to view things. Hi, my name is iLan-Perception-Portion. I'm a sound therapist and a spiritual life coach for you who are ready to reclaim your inner power and to manifest the life you want to manifest. I bring Judaic and Kabbalistic concept here for our everyday advancement and growth in our spiritual journey. So today's portion is Torah portion is Jethro. And it's very interesting because today's Torah portion is kind of one of the most interesting and most solid and important portions of the Torah, where the Israelites are actually receiving the Torah and the Ten Commandments in the desert in Mount Sinai. So the question is, why did Jethro, who wasn't a Jew at first, and received that? Why did Jethro receive that honor for a portion to be called after him? What did he do to receive that? So it says in the beginning of the portion that Jethro saw everything, hakol, everything that God did to Pharaoh and how he saved the Israelites and what he did to the Egyptians in the sea. Everything. Meaning that he saw the bigger picture. So, for example, when Pharaoh received the plagues, one of the plagues was where the animals would die. But his horses did not die. So all the other animals died, but his horses and his army's horses did not die. So Pharaoh says, this God is not so mighty after all, so it's not that important. I'm going to continue. I'm not going to let the Israelites leave. Then, before the locust, for example, the locust plague, all the crop in Egypt was destroyed except for some portions that remained. So Pharaoh said, this God is not that almighty. I'm not going to let anybody go. But what he did not see is that the reason that his horses and his army were left alive is so later he could chase the Israelites and eventually be perished in the sea. The reason that not all the crop was gone is so the locust has something to feast on and destroy. This is what Jethro saw. Now that he saw and he understood that before he even met Moses, before he even knew Moses, and he understood that God is Almighty indeed, and he converted. And we know that because he was the highest priest of the Medians, of the idol worshippers. And when his daughters went to get water from the well, the people shooed them away with disgrace. Go away. The girls pulled the water from the well, and bullies, if you will, came and shoot them away. They knew who Jethro was, but because he started believing in God, they outcasted him. And then Moses, at that time, he ran away from Egypt and he saved the girls and helped the girls. So because of that, and because Jethro became Jewish because of that, he converted later on. And he saw what God did. He saw the bigger picture. And this is the thing about what is happening in our life. This is how we bring that story level to our life. Many times we're going through experiences that are difficult, that are not great at that moment. It is hard to see if they're great or not. But that's because we cannot judge what's going on based on one scene of the movie. Because everything is a whole movie. We don't have the view, the main picture. Things are happening behind the scenes, and things have a reason and cause, a spiritual reason and cause. So that gave Jethro this privilege and this really privilege and right for His name to be put on a portion of a Torah. And that gives us the learning to look at everything at the whole, or to try to understand, there is no try, there is understand or don't understand, but to understand that everything that happens for the good of our journey, for the good reason of our journey. And it is not to make hasty decisions, it is not to say, oh, that's it, I cannot deal with this, but it is to recognize that everything has a reason and everything will present itself. Everything will show itself. It's like, I give this example sometimes, it's like taking a new job, being promoted, getting a new car, a new office, a raise in the salary, a brand new computer, for a job that you haven't done yet. And the idea is that you have the tools to perform this job, and that's why you're getting all these perks. And that's why we are getting this raise. So we have the tools to handle and to navigate in every situation that is presented to us. We have the tools, we just have to find the way and the alley to go through to come to the light. And this is how we can bring light into every dark corner. Challenging our perception is like going to a gym for our imagination.